What happens when we die? It's one of the most profound questions we can ask. Across cultures, religions, centuries of human history, we've all sought answers. In my latest blog, I explored this question in depth, looking at it from spiritual, scientific, and personal perspectives. Today, I want to take you through that exploration and invite you to reflect on what it means for you. This isn't about finding a single answer. It's about the questions that matter most to us as individuals and as a collective. Throughout history, people have turned to religion for answers about life after death. Many faiths offer compelling narratives. Christianity speaks of heaven and hell, where the soul's destiny is tied to divine judgment. Hinduism and Buddhism explore reincarnation, the idea that the soul returns lifetime after lifetime to work through karma and reach enlightenment. Islam describes the afterlife as a place of ultimate justice, where deeds on earth shape eternity. Indigenous cultures, such as Native Americans, often have reincarnation beliefs tied to their connection with nature and the spirit world. In these traditions, reincarnation is seen as the way for the soul to fulfill its purpose or maintain harmonious relationship to the earth and its ancestors. Even in certain forms of Judaism and early Christian Gnostic texts, we find hints of reincarnation. Even in certain forms of Judaism and early Christian Gnostic texts, we find hints of reincarnation. And while modern Christianity often focuses on heaven, the concept of the afterlife remains central. In Islamic Sufism, the soul's journey is sometimes seen as a metaphorical cycle of rebirth and spiritual refinement. These teachings resonate deeply with billions of people and provide a sense of purpose, hope, and accountability. But they're not the only perspectives that we can explore. In the modern age, science has stepped into the conversation. And while it doesn't claim to explain what happens after death, it offers fascinating insights. For instance, research on near-death experiences, or NDEs, have uncovered common themes. People report feelings of peace, light, and being drawn towards a presence. Many describe vivid life reviews, where they relive moments of connection and significance. Some even encounter loved ones who've passed on. Scientists have debated whether these experiences are purely biological, a brain's reaction to lack of oxygen, or if they point to something deeper. While we may never know for sure, these stories often leave us wondering, could consciousness exist beyond the physical body? And then there are experiments. For example, quantum physics has introduced concepts like entanglement and the idea that particles can affect each other instantaneously across vast distances. Some scientists speculate that this interconnectedness might hint at the nature of consciousness, that it's not localized within the brain, but is part of a larger universal field. Adding to this are groundbreaking studies by Dr. Ian Stevenson, who meticulously documented cases of children recalling past lives with astonishing accuracy. These children provide details about people, places, and events they couldn't have known, leading some researchers to believe in the possibility of reincarnation. We also see experiments in energy fields and the study of human biofields, suggesting that life itself may extend beyond what we perceive physically. For instance, technologies like EEGs and fMRIs detect patterns in the brain corresponding to various states of consciousness. These findings raise an intriguing question. Could consciousness, while not measurable as mass, have an energetic presence that persists? Even the CIA's Project Stargate, which explored psychic phenomena like remote viewing, adds to this mystery. Officially terminated in the 1990s, the program demonstrated the potential of human consciousness to access distant information. For me, this question isn't just about what happens when we die. It's about how we live. If consciousness, our thoughts, intentions, and energy carries forwards, then every moment matters. Every choice, every connection, every act of kindness becomes a thread in the tapestry. This belief gives me a sense of purpose. It reminds me that every moment of pain and struggle, there is meaning. Every experience shapes not just this life, but whatever comes next. Understanding this perspective invites us to view every challenge and triumph as part of a grander process of spiritual evolution. It's not just linear, it's cyclical, and perhaps even non-linear in time. Imagine that your next life could be in the past, influencing the present in ways we cannot comprehend. If you've been following me in my videos or my blog, you know that I believe our purpose is to transcend levels of consciousness, to work our way through lives until we eventually reach enlightenment. So what do you believe? What resonates with you? Maybe you find comfort in the teachings of your faith, or perhaps the stories of near-death experiences inspire you to see life as a gift. Maybe you're drawn to the science and the idea that consciousness could transcend the physical boundaries. Whatever your perspective, I'd love to hear it. Share your thoughts in the comments, because this isn't just my journey, it's ours. Together we find and explore these mysteries and finding meaning in the questions themselves. Thank you for spending this time with me, for reflecting on life's biggest question, and for being open to the possibilities. Remember, this isn't just about what happens after we die. It's about how we choose to live right here, right now. Thank you to the subscribers. There's 10. I appreciate every single one of you. None of the 10 are my family or friends, I believe. And again, I'm doing this to share my perspective, because I do think that our consciousness and our ability to transcend into the levels of it, there's no other purpose on life. So to share this with you is a privilege. My mission is to raise humanity's level of consciousness. So if you like the video, please share it. The blog is available on Patreon. It's completely free. And until next time, live with intention, love deeply, and keep asking the big questions, because it's through those questions that we grow closer to the answers. Life, in the end, it's a transition. So let's explore this journey together.